All right, guys. First of all, keep the kids in the room because, contrary to what some people may expect from this video, I'm really not that mad. What I am is worse than mad. Don't get me wrong, but you can keep the kids in the room because I'm not going to erupt. I'm not going to explode on camera, nothing like that. I'm not going to risk it all, but what I am is worse than mad as far as I'm concerned. I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed. The game isn't even over yet, by the way. It's 2 minutes left. I think we just hit the 2 minute warning, but the game is over, so let's just do it. I. Guys, I've been watching this team for a long time. I have been watching this team since 1996. I have been deep into it. I've been deep into this Seahawks team since the I don't know, early 2000s. And I've been super deep into it since the last year of Matt Hasselbeck, I guess. I don't know, somewhere in there. Like the last years of Matt Hasselbeck. I can't find you, I can't tell you another game that I have seen where the team is embarrassed like this. I am embarrassed. And some people are going to say, oh, you're just a fan. You're just watching these games. How are you embarrassed? No, I am embarrassed. And I can only imagine how that team feels. I can only imagine how this team feels after this one. If I'm embarrassed 50, 60, whatever miles away, I can't remember exactly how far away I am from the stadium. If I'm embarrassed over here, I can't even imagine how they feel. So, guys, it's 27-13. I don't know if the Rams are going to get any garbage time here, but it doesn't matter. They whipped you. You got whipped. Period. And I stand by everything I said this week. I stand by everything I've been saying for a while now. This Rams team is awful. Their personnel is atrocious. They have their best player starting the season on IR. They're getting a quarterback back who missed most of the season last year with a pretty severe injury, by the way. I don't even know what he's going to be, but I have a feeling he's not going to have another game that good for the rest of the season. And you let them come into your stadium week one and dominate you. Not even a close loss, not even a fluky loss. No, they dominated you. And I don't even know where to start with this one. I really don't, but this is embarrassing, people. That's where I want to start right here. I'm not mad because I skipped over the anger part for the most part and I just got straight to this is embarrassing. And I got no silver lining here. I got nothing positive. This season might be over. And I know that sounds drastic, but the NFL was trying to do you a solid here. The NFL was trying to hand you a free week one win and you let it go. The NFL was trying to hand you a free 1-0 start to the season and you pushed it back. And I'm not taking anything away from how the Rams played in this game. They played a great game. They did, of course. Sean McVay should be sending Pete Carroll into the shadow realm as we speak. Like Pete Carroll, his soul should be in the shadow realm right now with how badly he got outcoached. I don't even know if you can call it outcoaching because I don't even know if Pete Carroll coached today. I think he just stood there on the sideline for 3 hours with a dumb look on his face, like he doesn't know what he's looking at. And obviously Stafford played good. Their offensive line, which is mostly made up of no-names, played great, keeping him clean. And their defense found ways. Like the offense started, our offense started well, and then the defense just let it blow up in their faces. I'm sorry. Our offense just kind of let it get away from us. We didn't score as many points as we should have in that first half. Second half, you lose some players. I understand that. But, oh my God. Where do we start? I'll start with the offense because I don't really know how upset I can get at this offense. They didn't play well, but a lot of it was because we never had the ball because the defense can't get off the field. Every third down, the Rams are converting. Every third down, the Rams are getting what they need. The Rams are keeping these drives going for 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, it feels like. It feels like they just always have the ball. The offense never gets the ball. So it's hard for me to completely drill the offense. I don't think Gino did anything that wrong, except maybe the 3rd and 4 play where he took the shot to Metcalf. But I don't think Gino did anything all that wrong. It just, I mean, he didn't play well, but I don't think he played terribly or anything. K9, he did what he could. I can't hate on anything that K9 was doing. Metcalf was fine until the end of the game when it was already over. He had the drop, he had the stupid penalty where it's just like, yeah, it's stupid and I hate it and I wish he'd knock it off, but the game's over, so I'm not going to trip on it too much. And, like, there were things on this offense that I feel okay about, even though we only scored 13 points against this terrible defense. And I understand that in the second half, you lose your tackles, you lose Lockett for a little bit, these injuries happen, and that hurts. And clearly you don't have a plan for what to do when you don't have your tackles. And I can't say that's anybody's fault. Most teams would fall apart if they lose both of their starting tackles. So the offense, they didn't play good, but I can find some stuff. I can find the play calling. I thought Waldron was calling a good game. He lost me a little bit there as the game went on, admittedly. But big problem was we just couldn't sustain any drives. It was like when Wilson was here in 2021. We just couldn't sustain any drives, so we didn't get to see what Waldron really wanted to do in that second half. First half, we sustained drives. We saw some good stuff from him. We saw the trick play. We saw some unique formations. So this Seahawks offense, I'm not happy with it, of course. There's nothing to be happy about. But you got to support them a little bit. You got to give them a little something to work with. So offensively, what I can say is we need to pray that our offensive tackles are okay. We get them back. This team can do some stuff. Maybe get the DJ Dallas draw plays out of the playbook. Seems like a waste. I don't know. There was one drive we had where everything was going fine, and then we tried to run a draw play to DJ Dallas, and it felt like it just murdered our momentum. The offensive line played all right when they were healthy, I guess. Disley had a pretty good game. He made a couple nice catches. He chipped in. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I feel like I didn't even see the offense today. So how can I kill them that much? Because we couldn't get them the ball. No turnovers by our defense. Third down conversions over and over and over again. We're giving away third down conversions like they're free. And at the end of this game, I was just like, where was the offense? I feel like I didn't see them. And part of the time I did see them, Gino was just getting swamped in the backfield because we had Stone Forsythe and Jake Curhan out there. And again, that's not our team's fault. I'm not blaming anybody because, we don't really have a plan when we have Stone Forsythe and Jake Curhan out there starting to tackle. But the problem is you didn't score enough in that first half to maybe run up the margin a little bit while you had those guys, and that the defense isn't doing anything to help them out. And that's the side of the ball that deserves all the ire, I think. There's so little you can... Well, okay. Defense. Run defense, yeah, all right. Less than 2.5 yards a carry. We stopped the run. So everything's okay now, right, guys? We stopped the run. Held them to 92 yards on 40 carries. And I know that's a little bit diluted because of the end of the game, but we were holding their run offense down fine for most of that game. They had 1 or 2 big carries that weren't even that big, and then everything was cool. But this pass defense, what are Pete Carroll and Clint Hurt doing all week to where that's the best you can come up with? No Cooper Kupp. They got a 5th-round rookie out there playing the Cooper Kupp role, and he destroys you. They got Tutu Atwell out there, and he destroys you. And this is not a game where you've won 9 games in a row and you got caught sleeping, like you were just feeling yourself. You were feeling great about how things were going. You won 9 in a row. Oh, we lose a game we should never have lost. Oh, well, whatever. It's understandable. No, this is week 1. And you're letting these, I'm sorry, joke Rams, like these are guys we make fun of. We make fun of Tutu Atwell. We make fun of Puka Nacua. We make fun of these guys. Well, I don't make fun of Puka. I actually like Puka because he's a former Husky. But these are not the guys that should be beating you up in the game. And it's so easy for them. These guys run wide open, no defender anywhere near them. And the few times you do see a defender anywhere near them, it's not good because they're embarrassing themselves with the way they look. They look awful. They're not even close. They're getting toasted deep. They're getting toasted short over the middle, medium stuff. Like, watching this defense today got me so heated. I went at Matty F. Brown a little bit on Twitter, and I like Matty F. Brown. I don't mean to go at him, but I'm just like, okay, when are we going to see something better? Last year was the worst defense Pete Carroll's ever put together. And yes, by the way, in case you were wondering, okay, no, we are not doing that. No auto-playing videos on my video today. You know, I don't want to do that, but it's just like, okay, people keep telling us that, like, oh, Pete Carroll's got this. Pete Carroll's going to figure this out. This is the season. He's doing this. He's doing that. And then I see a result like this. And what is wrong with ESPN trying to autoplay this garbage on my video? Sorry. Yeah, this defense, there really are no words for how bad this defense was today. No pressure on Stafford. Maybe we rushed him a couple times, but I don't think we hit him. We certainly didn't sack him. Like, it could have been Jadeveon Clowney and, who was the guy? Ezekiel Anza out there at our edge rusher positions. That year, we just had no QB pressure. We were leaning completely on guys like Clowney, who, you know, Clowney was playing with an injury that year. That's understandable. But Ezekiel Anza and Dion Jordan, just guys you picked up off a scrap heap. That's what it looked like today, but that wasn't the case. No, that wasn't the case at all. We had Nwosu, we had Mafe, we had Taylor, we had Hall. This should never happen against anyone. It certainly shouldn't happen against a Rams team that has mostly no names on the offensive line. They didn't even have Brian Allen today, and a relatively immobile quarterback. Like, this shouldn't be that hard. This should never be this bad against anyone. And just what strikes me from this defense, it's not even the bad result. It's just how gutless and pathetic it was. It felt like there was very little effort. It felt like a bunch of guys going around collecting a paycheck. Because it's not like they ever really made a play. We made a couple tackles for loss against the run. Like, Nwosu and Mafe played the run well, I guess. Wagner made a play in the backfield. So there were a couple of plays like that. But so rarely do you win the rep. Like, over and over again, we lose the rep. And sometimes it feels like, oh, we tied the rep. We gave up 5 yards or something like that, where it's like, okay, that wasn't a disaster. And that's supposed to be a win. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about this defense right now. Like, you fixed the run defense. The run defense actually played really well in this game, and I feel like some people are kind of forgetting that in the mess of everything else in this game. Yeah, but it was not worth it. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about run defense in the modern NFL. Who cares? Who cares if you can stop the run if you can't stop the pass? You're just going to give up 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7 over and over and over and over again. So, I don't know what Pete's doing except standing there with a dumb look on his face. I don't, but you will not face an offense. You will probably not face an offense worse than these Rams this year, except for probably the Cardinals. It is very unlikely you will play a team as bad as these Rams on offense. And they destroyed you. Running the same plays over and over again, beating you deep, which, by the way, Pete, isn't that your thing? You're taking away the deep play? You're taking away the deep stuff? Isn't that your thing, Pete? Huh? Couldn't even do that. And it's not like you did it because you were giving up, you wanted to take away short stuff, you wanted to take away medium stuff. You gave up everything. So yeah, name me a more embarrassing loss from the Seahawks in the last 25 years. The only one I can think of is when we lost to Washington in 2017. The stupid game where, what's-his-name missed 3 easy field goals, and we didn't have Earl, so we got beat deep at the end. You guys know what I'm talking about. That stupid game. So, yeah, I'm mad. I'm not. This is really bad, guys. This is like, some people need to be retired here. This is like some people need to go away forever if you can't muster up enough to find a way to win this game. Not even and again, it's a blowout. I know I'm a little all over the place in this video, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm embarrassed. I skipped over the mad phase. I'm really not that mad. I'm just embarrassed and disgusted, and I'm waiting to see what happens now because honestly, this makes me think we're headed for a bad season. Yeah, this makes me think we're headed for a bad season. If you can't get up for this team, I don't know what you do. And I understand weird stuff happens in week one. We saw that all over this year. We saw that all over the place this morning with the Bengals getting completely dominated. I mean, the Chiefs losing. That's kind of weird, right? There was a lot of weird week one stuff, but you're supposed to have that weird week one stuff and still find a way to win because you're a better team. You have better players. Completely unprepared, completely laughably outcoached, outplayed every single level. Just I got guys, I'm stunned. I am really stunned. Like I said a bunch of stuff this week. A lot of people telling me, no, you can't take this Rams team lightly. I don't regret taking this Rams team lightly. But this team, I think they took him lightly. I even saw Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner had good stats in this game, but I saw Bobby Wagner jogging on that 4th-and-1 touchdown run by Kyron Williams. Maybe it was I think it was Kyron. No, wait, it was Cam Akers. Yeah, Cam Akers. I saw Bobby Wagner jogging. What's up with that? I saw Kobe Bryant, Julian Love, Trey Brown, and Mike Jackson all get toasted in coverage in this game. All of them. Even Tariq Woolen got beat at the end. Stafford just overthrew it. Where's your DB whisperer stuff, huh? It's not like these are bad players. It's not like these guys have been terrible everywhere they've been and you're just trying to make it work with them. No. Tariq Woolen was an elite cornerback last year. Julian Love was great for the Giants last year. And you come out in this zone defense that's letting the Rams get wide open constantly. And then you switch to man and it seems like that's not really working either. Like, guys, I got no answers for this one. Obviously, you got to get your tackles back. I think the offense will be fine. I understand what the offense is going through right now. You never get the ball, and every time you do, you lose another player. But this defense, if you can't show up for this game, you might never be able to show up this whole season. So I'm going to ask it again. What the hell did Pete Carroll do this week? Because it didn't look like he did any kind of coaching or preparation. It's not about, and look, I'm not saying the players are absolved of guilt here, of course. The players screwed up. But it's not about the players. It's not even about like, oh, Devin Witherspoon or Jamal Adams or Jalen Carter. That has nothing to do with any of that. It's just you're a professional. You're getting paid a lot of money to play in this league. And I didn't even see that level of showing up, that level of pride from these guys. All right, post-game stream later, but I'm teed off. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, and I'm embarrassed.